facepaint.com, and I am thrilled with the fabulous Linnéa Önnerby Novak. And she is a great face painter. She did some wonderful palettes for us for Craze. She's taught everywhere. She's done everything. She's a fabulous painter with some great line work. So with that said, Linnéa, take it away. We're doing summer vibes today.
Thank you, Blake. I'm so happy to be back again for another webinar. So like Blake said, today's theme is summer vibes. So I was thinking of doing at least 4 designs. If we got some more time left, maybe 5, but at least 4 designs. So yes, I really want to know where you all are from. It's always fun to read where you all are from. And
okay, where was everybody from? Mount Albert, north of Toronto, Ontario.
Yay.
I'll turn off your other video. So we'll just focus on the board. UK.
Perfect. Thank you.
Virginia, United States.
Hello.
Speak for me. Connecticut, United States. Sally from California. Hi, Sally.
Hello. So the first design I'm going to paint today will be a watermelon butterfly. So a little mix of some juicy watermelon and some summer butterflies. So for this, I will use a petal-shaped sponge, and I'm going to load a shimmering pink.
Germany, New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, USA, Maryland.
Hello, guten Abend. And for this side, I will have some shimmering red. Okay. So I have spritzed this with some water and just squeeze it so the water gets a bit even. I'm going to load the tip with some shimmering pink.
Belgium.
And the rest with some shimmering red. This shimmering red is called Valentine Shimmer from Superstar.
Okay.
And the pink one is Baby Pink Shimmer. Okay, so it looks something like this. And we're going to start with asking our client to close their eyes. Okay. Then we're going to make the upper wings and then the lower wings. So when we're painting a butterfly, we want the upper wings to be a little bit more triangular shaped, and the lower wings we want to have a little bit more rounded. And I want to have a little gap here through the outer corner of the eyes, so it's not so close together. And I always avoid painting too much like under the nose, because the butterfly will look very heavy and big. Okay.
Palm Coast, Florida. Welcome. College Station, Texas. Go Aggies. Hi from not so sunny UK. There we go. Perth Amboy, New Jersey.
Hello, everyone. Like this, and the other eye. And here I'm going to squeeze it a bit.
Hello from UK. Hello, LA.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Now we're going to do the lower wings. You don't want it to be big because we're going to have another color as well. Okay. So that's a start. Here you can spritz some glitter if you want, while it's
Barb
still a
from
bit
Buffalo
wet.
Grove, Illinois. Okay.
And now I'm going to pick up a 1/2 inch brush and a green split cake, like a green one stroke. And I want the darkest green to be on the tip of the brush.
Linda says, hello from Omaha, Nebraska. Have summer fun. Have fun summer, everyone. Oh, that's a great idea.
You too. I hope you all will have a great summer. Okay. So now I want to use one stroke to make the outline in green, so it would look a little bit more like a watermelon. So first I'm going to use the tip of the brush to just go up here. And the same here. This. And then I will start with making some. Do you see there? Okay, let's see how you, here is better.
Okay. Hey, Georgia.
Okay, I really need to load this with a bit more water. Like this. And then we do the same. And then for the lower part. And then a little bit of a tip here. And then come down like this. And the same here. And then we can use the very tip of the brush and just drag it a bit down like this. Here we can make a cute little heart. You can paint it in red if you want. This is already loaded. And some like this. Okay. And now we're going to make some watermelon seeds here. So I'm picking up a round brush and some black. Let's see, maybe a number 3 round brush. I'm loading it with some black paint. This. And now we're going to make like tiny teardrops in this red part because the red and pink is dried now. So and we want all the seeds to be directed here to the central focal point. This is a very juicy and quick design to do if you're on the job.
Yeah.
If you want to do something extra than just an ordinary butterfly. And now I want to add some white highlights to it. So I'm loading, this is a number 2 round brush and some white. You just need a little bit more water. And here we can just a little bit on top of the black. It makes the seeds pop a little bit more.
Hello, France.
Bonjour.
Richard says for her, the difficulties are for butterflies.
The butterflies are always someone's nemesis. It's a hard design to master just because of the shape of it. Because it's very easy that the upper wings get too close, or that the gap here is too small or too big, or if the wings are more like 4 edges than rounded and triangular, and it's very easy to make it too big. So it's a hard design to do. It really is. So the best
Unicorn
thing is
Rose says it's beautiful. Looks
thank
amazing.
you.
Looks amazing.
Thank you. And you know, for watermelon, you know, the space between the green hard like shell, what's it called, and the juicy red, it's always have this white layer to it. So I just want to pick up some white here, just between the red and the green.
Hello, Sue Gardner from UK says hello, Linnéa.
Hello. And of course, you can add some nice stars here to the design. You can add some glitter.
Cecilia says, wow, I love it.
Ah, thank you. If you try it at home, please tag me and Blake in the picture so we can see your progress, okay? We want to see the results.
Hello, Portugal.
So this is our number 1 design. It's the watermelon butterfly.
Okay,
so
take a photo, everybody.
So we're going to move to the next design. I'm going to put this away. I'm picking up another board. And for the next design, we're going to make 2 cute dolphins and some hearts because they are in love during the summer. Okay?
Of course they are.
Of course they are. So first I want to paint the eyelids with a little shimmering color. So I have picked up these 2 shimmering paints. It's called Seashell Shimmer and Star Patrol Shimmer.
Okay.
And I'm picking up the same brush as before, a petal shaped one. I really like those because I like that that this has a little bit of tip to it. It's perfect to use on the inner corner of the eyes. and under the eyes if you're doing like a butterfly. And I like the rounded edge. It's very easy to work with. So like I did for the watermelon design, I'm going to load the tip of the brush with the lighter color, like this. And I'm going to load the rounded part with the darker color. Of course, if you have a perfect rainbow cake for this, use it. It would look something like this.
Okay.
Um,
Is Superstar your primary paint of choice?
For single paints, I use mostly Superstar, and for one strokes, I know that Superstar got some one strokes, but I have also made this beautiful palette called Flower Bouquet Palette, and I have also created the Transform palette and the Spooky Split Cake palette. So of course I use my own one strokes. So here I'm going to ask the child to close their eyes, and we're just going to paint the eyelids. It makes it look a little bit more princess look. The girls love it. Like this. And the other side as well. Just a little bit of eyeshadow. I really love those shimmering colors from Superstar, and they're very soft and easy to work with and easy to blend.
Kim says she uses your split cake palettes too.
Yay!
Thank you.
Makes me so happy every time I hear it. Thank you. So, and for the dolphins, we're going to use this one. It's called Spring Leaf, and I know that all of these colors that are in the Flower Bouquet palette can also be purchased as single one strokes, like doomed single one strokes. So this one is called Spring Leaf, but I use it for so much more than spring leaves. So today we're going to use it for dolphins. And I'm going to pick up, this is a smaller child's face, so I'm going to use a 5/8 angle brush for this. But if you want to do a bigger dolphins, you can of course use a 3/4 inch one. And I'm going to load with the tip of the brush on the darkest color here. This is like something between, it's not blue, it's not green, it's something in between. And I really love these color combinations. And they're very cute for leaves as well. Okay, so we're going to paint one dolphin on this part and one dolphin on this part. So it's going to be almost like an eternity sign, and their faces are going to meet each other.
Unicorn asks what the palette is called.
Flower Bouquet Palette by Linnéa Novak. It's from Grace.
Yeah, from Grace.
Yeah. I'm sure Blake have a link for it.
I'm sure I do.
So I'm going to start with painting the body. We're making a big body here, and then we're going to go down here. A little bit more. Like this. And then we're going to make a little nose like this. And here we want to have some fins. And here I want to have a little bit of white. So I use a small filbert brush and some white. I'm just going to make, okay. I have just rinsed these practice boards, and you know, when you get some stains on some paints from the practice board, you can use like a magic eraser with some oil to it, but you really need to rinse afterwards with some dishwasher, or the paints won't stay. So like this. Okay, and now we want to have one more fin here, like this. So here's our start with the dolphin. Now we're going to make another one. I'm loading the one stroke once again. Now we're going to, let's see, I want you all to see. If we take like here, big body, and now we're twisting it in this direction. Okay. And it's going to,
Kim says dolphins really challenged me. So glad to see how you form them.
thank you. I love to paint dolphins. It's perfect when you're on the job and just do a quick one on the cheek. It's perfect. The kids always love them. Like this. Okay. So, and now we want to let this dry a bit. So I'm moving on to do some cute parts. Okay. So here I want some red paint, and I could take like maybe a number 4 round brush and load it with some red. And here it is just like doing 2 teardrops together like this. And we can make them in different sizes.
Those are pretty.
Ah. Like this. Maybe a tiny one here. Ding. Okay. Now they are in love.
Of course they are.
Of course.
How
And
could
of
they not
course.
be in love?
And now you can, of course, if you want to do some nice swirls, you can make like some cute little swirls like this. You see, this is what happened. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but you see that the paint is like here. It gets like this when you have oil left on the practice board. So that's why I really need to be better when I'm washing these to really rinse through. Okay. Okay. And now I want to make some quick highlights on the dolphin, like this. Something on the nose. And the best part is when you use a one stroke that got this darker color on the outside, you don't need to outline the design, and it saves you a lot of time. And now I'm picking up a tiny round brush and some black, and I'm just going to paint a little bit here. The mouth. It's happy. Yay! I'm in love.
Can you paint the eye? Oh, yes, yes. We're paint to paint the eye, Sally. Do you find that boards start bleeding the design through the back as they are used a lot?
No, I have these practice board for several years, so I always rinse them with some dishwasher, a liquid dishwashing, and then if you have stains, I use this magic eraser sponge with some oil, and afterwards I take dishwashing liquid again, and I can use them over again.
Okay.
So this was my second design, the dolphins in love. Typical summer vibe.
Irina says that's lovely. And
Thank you.
Rebecca says, I've never had paint bleed through the back. It's pretty solid plastic. I kind of agree. I've never heard that, but that, your mileage may vary, Kim.
So this was the second design. Now I'm moving on to the third. And now we're going to do chic eye design, typical for the boys. Okay. I love boy design, so I just had to throw in a cool boy design. So I'm going to make this emoji that got some sunglasses on. We're going to paint it here and then make it a bit more tropical. Okay. So I'm going to pick up a yellow one. And I have this big round sponge with this handle. It's perfect for emojis. And moons for Halloween. I'm just going to load this just like I do when I have. I'm just going to twist it a bit like this. Okay. And now I'm going to place it here. And I always do like a round a little bit.
Kim says the imprint leaches through. Okay.
Like this. Okay. Now we have the perfect shape for an emoji. I want this to dry a bit, so I'm going to paint some background. And for that, I'm using this one. It's also from the Flower Bouquet palette. And it is called, what is it? Tropical Hibiscus.
Okay. And what's the yellow that you painted there?
It's yellow from Superstar.
Catchy name. I think it'll catch on.
Very catchy. It's called yellow. Now I'm picking up a 3/4 inch brush, and I'm going to load this one. This one stroke is perfect for tropical designs, like tropical crowns or tropical flowers. Just a little bit more water. And I'm going to start just on top of the emoji, like this. And I'm going up, and then do some zigzag and round, like this. I want it to be like a curve. Okay. And now I'm going to paint some waves here in blue. So for that, I take the blue one stroke from the flower bouquet palette. It is called Blue Bell. And I pick up the 5/8 inch brush. And I'm just going to pick up some blue paints here. And I'm going to start here. Like this. And then another one.
Irina says, love the vibrant colors.
Thank you. I worked very hard to very long time to pick up the perfect combinations for this palette. So it makes me very happy to hear. Thank you. Like this. And now we're going to take a number 3 round brush and load it with some black paint. And we're going to paint some nice palm trees here. Okay. I don't think this one is quite dry yet, so I'm going to outline the emoji. I'm going to make some nice shades.
Nice waves, different, says DJ.
Oh, they're not done yet.
Oh, good. What's your go-to brushes brand? Irina asks.
My go-to brushes? Huh? Oh, I have a lot of different brushes. I got from Face Painting Hub. I got from Superstar. I got some Lowell Cornell or King's Art that it's called now. So I have a different. It's like a brush addiction. So I got too many of them.
Can't wait.
Cool. And now I want the black to dry a bit, so I'm going to make the 2 palm trees, like thick and then thin. And one more, thick and thin. And now I want to just do some long flicks like these, and too small. And then I like to make some details to it, so it really looks like a palm tree, like this. And one more. And some details. And of course, we can make 2 small birds flying. Okay. And now I'm going to pick up.
What is your favorite detail brush, as in eyelashes on dolphins or unicorns?
I really like King's Art brushes. I've used them for many years, and I also like the new face painting hub brushes. And I just received the Superstar brushes as well. So and I really like any of them, as long as the tip is very thin. So it's good to invest in good brushes because it make it much easier and much more fun to paint. Okay, now I will outline the emoji in some white, just to make the emoji pop a bit more. And then now we're going to make some details here. I'm just going to have this a little bit more dry. I'm just going to make
Sally says, love this color and design. And Anonymous says, can't wait to recreate this one. I think boys don't get as many cool designs as girls.
Yes, exactly. I really wanted to do something for the boys. So this makes it like it's a little bit, what was it? What was the name, Blake? Like water foam.
Oh, I don't remember anything. I'm 60.
We had this discussion before.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wish I could say something better than that, but I can't.
Okay. So like this. And for some final details, I take a small round brush with some white, and we're going to make like, see, with like some nice highlights here, and we can make some nice stars and some nice highlights for the palm tree.
Just to let you know, you got about 20 minutes. Love painting
It's
the
cool.
boys. Seagram, I love your work. I don't know. Seagram, I don't know. I think that's it.
That's it.
Splashy. Yeah, splashy maybe.
So this one was for the boys. If you try it, please tag me so I can see it.
Yeah.
I think this will be a hit during the summer.
I think it would be. Yeah, I think that's great.
Okay, so I'm moving on to my next one. We're going to make some different kinds of seashells. So this is also a chic eye design here. So with some different seashells, like think beach, okay? So for that, I will use some of these paints as well. Let's see what we got. I'm going to pick some of these. Let's start with this pink one. It's called Rose Garden. And here I want a very small angled one-stroke brush. I think this one is like a 3/8, but it can work with a 1/2 inch as well, of course. And we're going to make 4 different kinds of seashells here. So I'm going to start here. Loading this one. And we're going to make one big
Sorry,
shell.
seafoam. Maybe that was it. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks. Thanks, Brenda. Connie says, practical designs I will definitely use. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, and now we're going, it's not finished, but we're going to let it dry a bit. And then we're going to paint like a normal, like typical mermaid seashell here. This, now we can fill this part in. Okay. And now I'm switching to another paint. I'm going to take this
Connie
one.
says, beautiful designs.
Thank you. This one is called Autumn Leaf. It's also in the flower bouquet palette, and we're going to pick up these lighter colors. You know those seashells that have, was it like spikes here? Those big, beautiful ones. We're going to paint those. Okay. So they're starting small, and then they're getting bigger and bigger, and then smaller and smaller and smaller.
Is it all from the same palette flower bouquet?
Yes, they are.
Yeah. What do you clean with your brushes with on the job and after at home? Always
I
good
got
question.
these. I got these during an event. I have a brush bath in the water, so I have one container to rinse it, and there I got the brush bath liquid in it, and then I got one separate one with clean water if I want to load something, so the paint don't get smudgy with different colors. And after an event, I always rinse it thoroughly with a brush soap and with a brush egg. Okay, so now we're going to set this to dry a bit, and then we're going to make some cool outlines. Now I'm going to pick up this one. It's called Romantic Lily. It's a bit different from the Rose Garden, as you can see. It has more beige and orange in it. It's a very nice color. And I think I can go and take a 1/2 inch brush for this. I'm going to load this one here. So I will pick up some little bit of the darkest color and the orange on the smaller tip. Now we're going to make a big seashell here. Okay, we're going to let this dry a bit as well. And in the meantime, we take this one. It's called Viola, also from the Flower Bouquet palette. And we're going to pick up these purple ones here. So you can see here, you have the darkest on the bottom and the lightest on the top. And we're going to make a long seashell here. So
Kim says cool shell O'Keefe vibes. That's interesting. Yeah, I could see that. George O'Keefe, sure.
Here you can see the shell is getting bigger and bigger. And in the end here, we're going to make a little woof like this. Okay. And now we can do some nice outlines here. So we start with this one in the bottom, picking up the brown part of the cake. And I'm just going to outline this part. And a little line here. This. And now for our next shell, we take the darkest color from the romantic lily. And we're going to make a little hole here for the shell. And then we're going to make some wiggly moves. Big, thinner, 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 thinner. Big, thinner, thinner, thinner. Now we outline.
Love it. Super cute, says Sally.
Thank you. And now let's take some white. We can outline this a little bit. Maybe some nice. And here you can also make it pop a little bit more. Just a little bit here. And then we take some white here. Okay, now we want to make some nice leaves, like seaweed. It's called seaweed. So for this we take, this is called summer leaf. And we're going to make some wiggly moves. You can see I twist the brush a bit. And for some parts, I just take the very tip of the brush. Like this. And of course, if you want, you can take some of the paint to make like some coral spots. It is a little bit more like under the sea feeling. And to finish this off, of course, you can use some blue sponge for the eyes and for the background if you want. But we're going to speed this up. I'm going to paint some nice bubbles. I like to do some bubbles in different sizes. Like this. And I like when they are crossing each other a bit. Of course, there is stencils for this as well. But it makes the design pop a bit more, I think. What do you think, Blake?
Looks amazing. Sally asked, can we start first with the leaves, or is it going to show the top color?
Yes, of course you can. Of course you can start with the leaf if you want. But I really want the seashells to be the focus. So I want those colors to really pop. That's why. And I want the placement to be right. So I don't have paint a lot of weeds here and then I'm going to paint over the green one because it can be smudgy. So that's why I want to start with the bright seashells. Okay.
And hello, Caitlin and Jim.
This one was the seashell design. I think we got like 7 minutes left.
Exactly. Well done.
Do we have time to make some nice summer roses? I can do them quite quickly.
I would think you do.
Okay.
Zoom chat is always disabled. You can essentially what the deal is you can always use the Q&A.
Okay. So I'm going to pick a 1-stroke brush. I'm taking a 5/8 inch one. And which colors do you want? Shall we do pink or shall we do tropical
There's
colors?
a request for more waves.
More waves?
Yeah.
Okay, you can choose. Shall I do some roses here, or shall we do some more waves?
Whatever you want. Roses, please. Come on, Jen. Very colorful and whimsical.
Okay. We could take some ordinary pink then. I'm going to load this brush with the white part on the tip of the brush, and I want to pick up the dark color on the bottom. This one is called Rose Garden. And I'm going to, I know that every artist are making flowers differently, but this is how I make them. So I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 petals here. And I want this to dry before I'm making my next layer. So in the meantime, I'm making another one a little bit smaller here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I always like to have some nice, like, what's it called? You know, when the roses haven't bloomed yet. This. It will make sense very shortly.
Good.
And now I'm doing my second layer. I'm doing a bud here, like this. And then I'm doing like one petal and one like this. Okay. You can make roses in every color you want. I always ask the kid what's their favorite color is, like if they want to have purple ones or blue or red or pink. You can even use this tropical if you want to have tropical roses. Only the fantasy. Yeah. Okay, so there are those. And now I'm going to make some leaves. I can pick up I can show you this. Oh, it's summer. Like summer. It's summer vibes.
It's definitely summer vibes.
And I want to do, like, when I paint leaves, I want to make them looks like the leaf is going under the rose. And of course, if you got more time, you can make some nice shadows and different kinds of flowers or anything. But when I'm on the job, I want to be able to do a rose design in 2-3 minutes. So this is my on the job design. Like this. And now I'm using the same brush to just make some nice flicks. Flicks, flicks, flicks. You can make details here in the leaves and make them like this if you got time, of course.
Pretty. Very pretty. You're a great artist, Linnéa. You just are.
Oh, thank you. Now, if you want a real summer vibe, you can pick up some nice, if you get this finger sponge, spritz it with a bit of water.
Yes, great artist, says Sally.
You can make some nice honeycombs like this.
Very pretty, says Kimana Gem. Kimana.
Thank you.
Gem. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Here.
Gorgeous, says DJ.
Thank you. Here. If you want, you can always place like a little ladybug if you want to have something extra for the child. Oh, it's so tiny. I don't think you can see it.
Well, you can kind of see it. Okay. Well, that is great.
And I want to always finish with some. I like to do stars and some dots. just to fill in where you think it needs to be filled. And the girls love it, love it. And of course, add some glitter. Glitter makes everything.
Glitter does make everything.
Yes, sparkle it up. Okay.
Okay. Well, a couple things. Thank you again for doing this. We're changing up. We've had this program for buying craze and doing getting 75% off, but it's been complicated. And my audio was low today. Interesting. I don't know what I was doing wrong. Thanks. And so run that. Just go buy it on Amazon. Go buy Craze on Amazon, and we will refund one product for 75% off. And just send us the review, and then we'll give you 75% off. So we'll do it. We'll keep it simple. Just send it to orders at service at facepaint.com. Okay, and then in terms of the webinars coming up, we've got Frida Haas is coming up next week, and it isn't on our website yet, but it will be on June 2nd at 3:30 p.m. And then we've got Georgiana, and she will be doing it. Frida Haas is doing Midsummer Nights night designs. I don't know exactly sure what that is. And then Georgiana is going to be doing Festival Unicorns. And then we also have a master class coming up this week, and Valerie Vella is going to be doing speed designs, and that 1 minute speed painting, and that is going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern on May 29th. So thank you guys. Thank you from facepaint.com. I appreciate your business, and thank you very much, Linnéa, for doing all
Thank
that
you, Blake.
And we will have her back in October. Thank you
in
very
October.
much.
Yes.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.